Warning, human buyers do not purchase, end quote, along with a note clarifying, quote, this listing exists purely for scalper bots that auto-purchase items without reading descriptions. If you are a real person, do not buy this item, end quote. Any unlucky purchasers will get a piece of paper with the 5090 printed on it. Technically, they're telling you that, and it's with the expectation that bots will fall for it. Now that's what we'd call a paper launch. Do you see? With all these bot traps currently set, remember to pay close attention and practice extreme caution with unverified sellers. High demand and terrible supply lead to an increase in overall scammers in the space, and there's a lot of them out there right now. Also, as found by watching_events on Twitter, Overclockers UK released a statement saying, quote, our current stock for the 5090 and 5080 graphics cards has been sold out and we've ceased pre-order. Due to incredibly high demand and limited stock, all 50 series cards sold shortly after launch with some pre-orders taken in restricted quantities. Our ETA for stock is as follows. RTX 5090, 3 to 16 weeks. RTX 5080, 2 to 6 weeks. If you have not received the dispatch confirmation email, your order is now in a pre-order queue, end quote. And so as we said in the last video, with Chinese New Year happening basically now, the capability of factories to put out any kind of high volume of these cards is going to be diminished. It's going to slow the ability to restock quickly other than whatever's in the in the shipping queue already. And it appears like NVIDIA really wasn't prepared for this launch, and ultimately it just sort of increases consumer frustration across the board with the 5090 launch especially. All right, next one. While on the topic of NVIDIA's cards, Video Cards notes that the 5070 Ti now has a date attached to it. The claim states that reviews are coming out February 19th and sales of the card start February 20th. As a reminder, the 5070 Ti will have an MSRP of $750. The 5070 will be lower than that. We don't have a ton of information on timing for that yet, at least nothing that we've heard officially. And then for the 5070 Ti, it's 8960 CUDA core. Baseline is advertised as 2.3 gigahertz and boost of higher than that at 2.45. The 5070 Ti will have 16 gigabytes of GDDR7 and a 256-bit memory bus with a 300-watt TDP. We'll do one more video card story while we're on their site anyway before we get to the register for the next one. So in this one, Intel is releasing a special edition SKU that they're calling the Intel Core Ultra 5 230F. If you look at the name, it's it's Intel. So the CPU will reportedly only be available to the Chinese market and will be shipped in Intel's black box pack.